It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor Report, Rumor Report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, amidst Kim Kardashian and Kanye's divorce, she is getting the house in Hidden Hills, California. How much is she paying? $23 million.
Goodness gracious.
Yes, $20 million is the agreed upon price for the property and $3 million for everything inside of it.
What is the house worth? Is it worth 23? Is it worth more than that? He's selling it to.
Well, they purchased the house in 2014 for $20 million, and then they worked with an architect to create an all-white interior for the space. So I'm sure it's probably, I would think, worth more than that. But since that's what they paid for it.
I wonder how that works because they're both billionaires, right?
Right, so it's nothing to her.
So why even give him the $20 million? That's where his kids and everybody stay. I wonder why.
By the way, when we say they both billionaires, I mean that's their net worth. We don't know what they have in liquid, but just saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, we just know that's what she's paying for it. Now, speaking of the Kardashians.
And she probably didn't pay the whole $23 million, too. I mean, that's the other thing, right?
What do you mean?
No,
when they first bought it, you mean they split it?
I'm just talking about I'm sure they didn't pay the whole $23 million, you think?
That's how much she's paying.
That's what she's paying,
yeah.
$23 million.
She's paying him $23 million.
So you think she's paying like 23 cash, like?
Yes. I don't know if it's cash, but she's buying the house from him for $23 million.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
All right, now speaking of the Kardashians, Kourtney Kardashian, we announced that she is engaged to Travis Barker. Well, according to a source, they told Page 6 that Scott Disick is going crazy and losing his mind over these upcoming nuptials. They said he's going off the deep end. It's really bad. It's about to get dark. And a rep for Scott Disick did not immediately return a request for comment. Now, Shayna Moakler, who is Travis Barker's ex-wife, went on social media, and she posted in her stories, temporarily closed for spiritual maintenance. And then she said, Tupac once said, before you ask why someone hates you, ask yourself why you give a F. So
both of their exes are going crazy, huh?
That was the reaction. All right, now Nas was talking on Jesus and Mero. And one thing that he talked about was DMX making him cry while they were filming Belly together. Here's what he said.
We formed like a brotherhood. I didn't have to see him. I didn't have to call him. He didn't have to call me. When we saw each other, though, it was that. Right. Like, even working on the film, man, we cried, man. Like, just in the mid, we was at the tunnel, outside doing a scene, and I was like, you feel that, bro? You know what's happening? And he was like, yeah, and he started talking to me, and he started crying, and I'm crying, but we like, he's talking with that, and I'm like, this man, his energy is something else, man.
Well, DMX had that effect on people. That brother was anointed, man. I said it when he was alive. I keep saying it when he's gone.
All right, now Judge Judy's bailiff, we discussed this, Petrie Hawkins Bird. We talked about how Judge Judy is doing her new show, Judy Justice, on IMDb TV that premieres on November 1st, but she has not asked the bailiff, who has been with her since 1996 when Judge Judy premiered, and for 25 seasons, she has not asked him to come to her upcoming project. He felt a way about it. He said that he was priced out as a new bailiff, but he wanted to know why she didn't even approach him or ask him. And she didn't give him an opportunity to have accepted a lower salary. Well, now, according to reports, he's being offered all other kinds of television opportunities. So he's not actively seeking a new court show, but he will be considering any offers that come his way. So I really hope something works out for him, something that he wants to do. All right. And Summer Walker is challenging her fans to get a hard drive of her new album. So what she did was she was in New York City, and if you break this case that it's in, then you get to have an early listen to her album.
I love that. That's a
Still
great
over
idea.
it.
Did anybody break into it yet or no?
Listen, they said one male fan managed to get the hard drive. So you can see that on her Instagram page as well. So the album is coming out November 5th. And Flavor Flav has been arrested for a domestic battery. According to law enforcement, he was booked on a misdemeanor charge on October 5th. Cops responded to a call about a domestic disturbance. When they got there, Flav was placed into custody and he was taken in. They said he allegedly poked his finger on the alleged victim's nose, grabbed her, threw her down, and grabbed the phone out of her hand. So he's been charged with misdemeanor battery, constituting domestic violence. And Young Thug lost $1 million hard drive containing 200 unreleased songs. It was an apartment mix-up. So he's suing the owners of his luxury apartment building in Atlanta. The concierge service lost a number of his valuable items. I'm sure that was the most valuable, a hard drive with 200 unreleased songs.
Yes, absolutely.
So he accidentally left a Louis Vuitton Vuitton bag next to his black Lamborghini in the parking garage. The bag had $40,000 cash, a watch worth $57,000, a diamond chain worth $37,000, and that hard drive. So the bag was retrieved by a fellow resident. It was handed to members of the concierge team at his building. They contacted him to let him know they found his bag. And apparently they released the bag to an unknown person and didn't even contact them. So now he's suing.
Oh, so they just gave the bag to somebody else and didn't even get it. Oh, man, yep.
Yep.
They're responsible for that one.
That is your rumor report.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yee. All right. Now, shout out to Revolt. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Everybody else, the People's Choice Mix is up next. Get your request in. And it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.